Good day, viewers. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Master David. I'm Victor Adewale Adeleke. Okay, without wasting much time, let's quickly dive into the deal of the day. Okay, having here we have a quadratic equation, a polynomial of degree 2, and we are to provide solution to this question. Now, without wasting time, look at this question. I segmented these two sides, particularly this is the constant of a quadratic formula or a quadratic expression. This is the constant. I tagged it M, and this other one I tagged it what? I tagged it A. Now you can see this A actually means addition. We have M and what and A. So the M is talking about multiplication, while the A talking about addition. Now for the multiplication, this is what we have minus 15 here. Minus 15 will multiply, just multiply minus 15 with what? With A, and you get minus what? You get minus 15 A squared. Okay, that will be equals to, okay, what about this? That was for the addition, minus 2, sorry, minus 2A. So now the question here is, what are we going to multiply together and add together? That's the multiply together, and this is the add. So what are we going to multiply together that will give you minus 15A squared, and that same number will be added to give minus 2A. Now if you check properly, factorization method, because this is what I'm going to do here, factorization method, and this is the quadratic formula method. I'm going to be using these two methods to provide solution to this question. Now the quadratic method and the factorization method are actually similitude us to each other. There is no confusion, there's nothing that is difficult or different in quadratic formula that is not done here. Now the only thing that is this is in the formula method is that the formula method has already gone through the factorization processes. It has gone through the factorization processes before it arrived at this final conclusion. So this is already the answer to A. So plug in the values of all the parameters that we are having here, picking them from this equation and fixing them into this will profile or bring out your solution. But let's quickly see. If you are interested in learning this video, check on the comment section. I will drop a link in the comment section. A video that will be dropped there. The link will be dropped there. The video is tagged or titled "The Proof of Quadratic Formula." That's what it's titled. So I'm going to drop the video there. Go there, the link of the video, watch the video, and come back and understand what I'm going to do here. Now, in that video, I arranged something of this sort: x squared plus bx over a plus b over 2a all squared. Now this was a quadratic expression, and if you target am, now what does that a mean? Sorry, the a, like I already said, means addition, and the m means the multiplication. So the same system of operation that I'm trying to teach in the factorization here is what I want to still do here. So multiply this number, which is the number that will be multiplied with this first number. So we have bx over 2a all squared, while for this other part we have bx over what? Over a. Now the question here is, this is for the a, right? But this is for the m. Sorry, I'm putting an equals to. There's no need of that. Yes. So the a is the addition, while the m is what? Is the multiplication. So what are we going to multiply together that will give you bx over 2a all squared? That same number will be multiplied, or that same thing will multiply together. So it will be added together to give you bx over a. It was fortunate enough in that video, if you check, it was fortunate enough to be able to find such a number, that bx over 2a plus another bx over 2a, sorry, times, will give us bx over 2a all squared, and also bx over 2a plus another bx over 2a will give us bx over a. If you check that, you will check that video, you will see how I simplified this to becoming like this, or you can check it out yourself. Maybe just pick a piece of paper and try this little math yourself, and you'll get that. Okay, so let's move on to the next. Moving on to the next. Now, what do we need to do here? It is very simple. So what is that number that will be the same system that I just explained? What is that number that will be multiplied that will give us minus 15a? That number, or such a number, is minus 5a times 3a will give us minus 15a squared. And this a minus 5a plus 3a will give us your negative 2a. So what do we do now? We are going to substitute this value for what? For 2a. You can say I cycle 2a there. So we're going to have a squared. Instead of writing minus 2a, we're going to write minus 5a plus 3a, then negative 15. Like in a sort of what? Like a sort of expansion. That's what we did there. So once you've done that, you are going to bracket in 2, as simple as this. Then factor out what is common. So what is common here? You have, okay, what is the simple system of factorization? The simple system of factorization is that whenever you have two things that are common, let's say we have 5 times 4 plus, okay, let's use minus here, 5 times 4 minus 3 times 4. whenever you have something like this, what is common? You see, you can see that 4 is what is common there. So bringing out 4, you are going to get 5 times 4 minus 3 times 4. Yeah, I'm just trying to teach you the basic system of factorization. So once you've done this, since the reason why 4 is outside, don't forget, is because 4 is common here. So whatever value are common inside a number, you bring them out. That is the system of factorization. Then you are going to divide all through those numbers inside the bracket by that number that you brought out, that number that is common that you brought out. So 4 is going to eliminate 4, and you have 4, 5 minus 3 left. So this is what, this is just the system of factorization. Coming back to this place now, let's see what we can do here. Very, very simple. That's the same thing we want to do here now. So we are going to bring out a, because a is common here. So you are going to have a square all divided by a minus 5a all divided by what, a, then plus what is common here, 3. So you have 3a all divided by 3 minus what? 15 all divided by 3 equals 0. When you do that, you're going to have a, you have a left minus just 5, because a eliminates what? 1a. Yeah, just like that. Then plus 3, then 3 eliminate 3, you have a minus 3 goes into 15, we have 5 equals what? Equals 0. So the same thing that you did here is, because you can see now that a minus 5 is common in the two sides. So you bring out what? A minus 5. Then you have a minus 5 plus 3, a minus 5, sorry. Then you divide all through by what? By what you brought out, a minus 5, another a minus 5 equals 0. So this eliminates out all this. And finally, you have a minus 5, and you have what? A plus 3 equals to what? To 0. Now, once you've had that, now you can see you have what? A minus 5, and you have what? You have a plus 3. Now what do we do? You can just say therefore that a minus 5 is equals to 0, or don't forget, it's a polynomial of the degree 2, so the solutions must be what? Must be 2. So my a plus 3 equals 0. So you can see from here, a minus 5 equals to 0, or a plus 3 equals to 0. So if you take your a to this direction, well, let's try to minimize space. If you take your a to this direction, we're going to get that a will be equals to what? To 5. Or if you take your 3 to this direction, you'll get your what? Negative 3. So those are the values for what? For a. Now let's quickly see what we can do to this question. Okay, now from here, what do we do now? Very simple. All you need to do is that write the question again. We have a square minus 2a minus 15 equals 0. So what are we doing? We are just going to say that what? We are going to represent, this is a, this was a. So a, the coefficient of a square here is 1. Then for b, the coefficient of b here is what? The coefficient of a, sorry, here is what? Is minus 2. And also the coefficient, there's no coefficient here. There's no a here, sorry. So or we can say a to the power of 0, if you mind. So c, that's a constant, equals to what? Minus 15 minus 2 and 1. So what do we do from here now? We can substitute all this value of a, b, c into what? Into this formula, the quadratic formula, and our answer falls out. So a will therefore be equals to, you drop your minus from the formula. What is your b? Your b is minus 2. Okay, so trying to be neat as I can. So what do we have here? B squared. What is b? B is what? Minus 2 all squared, then minus 4 times, what is your a? Your a is 1. What is your c? Your c is negative 15. But your negative 15 will affect this negative, becomes what? Positive. So we have all like bracketed like this, then all divided by 2 times what? Times a. What is a? A is 1. So instead of doing that, just simplify to be 2. So finally, a will be equals to what? Minus times minus, we have positive 2. So minus 2 all squared, we have 4 plus what? 15 times 4 is what? Is 60. Yes. So we have 60 there. So from that 60, all divided by what? By 2. And this will finally be what? 2 plus minus the square root of what? Of 64. And what is the square root of 64? That will be 8 all divided by 2. Don't forget, it's a polynomial of the degree 2. So since we have 2 positive negative 8 divided by 2, the answer must be what? The solution must be 2, since it's a what? A polynomial of the degree 2. So we have plus 8 all divided by 2, or 2 minus 8 all divided by 2. So finally, a will be equals to 2 plus 8 divided by 2 is what? This is 10 divided by 2. That will give you what? 5. Or 2 minus 8, that's minus 6. Minus 6 divided by 2, you get minus minus 3. So those are the solutions. You can see that these two methods complement each other. The method 1, which is the factorization method, and also the method 2, which is the formula method or the quadratic method. You see they complement each other. There are other methods that can be used. Methods like the graphical method and the completing the square method can also be applied to these questions. But it's just good that we stop at this end for the secondary school students. But if you go advanced into tertiary institution, there are many other methods that can also be used to solving questions like this, the polynomial of degree 2, the quadratic expressions or quadratic equations. There are many other methods that can be used. So that's just how simple it is. If you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, do well to subscribe, like, and share. Stay tuned.